Beautiful, beautiful Saturday afternoon. Labor weekend. Back to work, people, back to school. But topic, micronutrients and macronutrients. What's the difference? Well, in a nutshell, macronutrients are fats, protein, and carbohydrates, and micronutrients are vitamins and minerals. And you're gonna ask, what's important? Both are important, but now in these days we have to try to make sure we give more consideration for the micronutrients, which with more studies now has found to increase longevity, decrease anxiety and depression in some studies, and probably the popular micronutrients that we need to keep in mind is zinc, calcium, vitamin B's, vitamin D, which vitamin C also. We know we know what they what they're what they're known for, which type of ailments and issues. Like we know vitamin C is important for not catching cold, keeping the immune system good. And we know vitamin D is good for bones, works with calcium. So we know that, and now people come now saying, medical field, that vitamin D, which we get from sunlight, helps with your hormones and is beneficial for bones, and it's a hormone. So a lot of things coming out now, a lot of things. I just read a study yesterday about how knowing the importance of micronutrients, the vitamins and minerals, you can alleviate a lot of issues. And a lot of people in our time, the older generation, they really did not really look into the importance of the vitamins and minerals. Probably mass importance for vitamins and minerals began in the 70s. In the US, we look to US studies and general public awareness of them. But now they have a greater role in health and nutrition. Let me cross the road here. So yeah, and if I want to talk about my personal experience with vitamins, minerals, when we start off bodybuilding, working out, fitness, 15 years ago, early 2000s, we were exposed to vitamins and minerals, and every time we went to the supplement store, we're buying our tubs, proteins, creatine, glutamine. People would say, hey, are you taking your multivitamin and minerals? Grab this, grab that. So personally, I always saw the value in having an interest, and also keeping them in your mind, the daily requirements. And the general public now, people the doctors tell them to take this, take that, take iron for women, take vitamin B, for just to be able to transport the macronutrients, right? So then, in a nutshell, if you say if you're getting your macronutrients, protein, carbs, and fats, and you take them in proper amounts, but if you overlook and undermine micronutrients, then there's no benefit, right? completely. There is absolutely very much an issue, right? It all goes to it's all meaningless. It's pointless if you worry about your intake of carbohydrates, intake of fat. You're going to decrease fat, right? You worried about fat, but if you had proper knowledge of micronutrients, whatever fat you eat, you can have it properly digested and metabolized. Same thing with proteins. You eating, kids taking more protein than needed. What's that? A gram per pound of body weight, and even more protein. But all that protein, is it properly being transported, digested, and metabolized by the body? We know that the vitamins do that and aid with that. So if you take more of a interest into the micronutrients, we can use our fuel sources better. The fuel sources like the macronutrients, fats, carbs, and proteins. So those are some things, because we all know that we need a certain amount of carbs. Low carbs is okay for a certain amount of people for a certain amount of time. For obese people, for sedentary people, lowering the carbohydrates is okay. But carbohydrates is the fuel for life. You need it for glucose for the brain, for organs, for digestion, and for energy. Most importantly, energy, right? As athletes, you need to have your carbs. So carbs are not a bad thing. But if you know anything about multivitamins and minerals, and we can know how much carbs to eat and how much not to eat, and we can use them rightfully so, in the proper manner, and even anything in excess can be properly utilized. So that's a short video. I'm off to the gym, gonna get a good cardio in today and go watch some wrestling. So yeah, what's more important, macronutrients or micronutrients? Micronutrients are more important in this day and age, to keep in mind.